Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Paranormal News. Tonight's article comes from the Epoch Times and the headline is New Bipartisan Bill Would Prevent AI from Launching Nuclear Weapons. It was written by Andrew Thornbrook and it was published May 1st, 2023. A bipartisan group of lawmakers is pursuing legislation to prevent the Pentagon from using artificial intelligence to launch nuclear weapons. The Block Nuclear Launch by Autonomous Artificial Intelligence Act aims to safeguard the nuclear command and control process from future policy changes that might allow AI to make nuclear launch and targeting decisions. Representatives Ken Buck, Republican from Colorado, Don Beyer, Democrat from Virginia, Ted Lieu, Democrat from California, and Senator Edward Markey, Democrat from Massachusetts, introduced the legislation to both houses of Congress on April 26th. While U.S. military use of AI can be appropriate for enhancing national security purposes, use of AI for deploying nuclear weapons without a human chain of command and control is reckless, dangerous, and should be prohibited, Buck said in a prepared statement. I am proud to co-sponsor this legislation to ensure that human beings, not machines, have the final say over the most critical and sensitive military decisions. AI no substitute for human judgment. The Pentagon's 2022 Nuclear Posture Review maintains that its current policy is to maintain a human in the loop for all actions critical to informing and executing decisions by the President to initiate and terminate nuclear weapon employment. That policy appears informal, however, and does not apply to non-nuclear autonomous lethal systems that, despite popular misconception, are not prohibited by the Pentagon. The bill would codify the Pentagon's existing policy on AI and nuclear weapons by mandating that no federal funds could be used for the launch of any nuclear weapon by an automated system without meaningful human control. Meaningful human control, according to the bill, would include human decision-making over the selection and engagement of nuclear targets, as well as the time, location, and manner of such use. AI technology is developing at an extremely rapid pace, Lieu said. While we all try to grapple with the pace at which AI is accelerating, the future of AI and its role in society remains unclear. AI can never be a substitute for human judgment when it comes to launching nuclear weapons. Risk of nuclear conflict with China escalates. Since the Cold War, the United States has maintained a number of second-strike nuclear capabilities on what is called launch-on-warning status. This means that the nation will launch nuclear weapons at a perceived nuclear aggressor upon detecting incoming missiles, rather than waiting to verify that the nation has actually been struck by such an attack. According to the Pentagon's 2022 China Power Report, China is also implementing a launch-on-warning posture called early warning counterstrike, where warning of a missile strike leads to a counterstrike before an enemy first strike can be detonated, and has conducted exercises involving launch-on-warning nuclear responses since at least 2017. Thus, should either nation allow AI to make decisions about nuclear launches, a false positive on nuclear tracking systems could quickly escalate into a full-blown nuclear war. Such a scenario could also be exacerbated by other recent technological developments, including China's development of technologies that could seize or otherwise interfere with U.S. satellite infrastructure, including missile targeting systems. As we live in an increasingly digital age, we need to ensure that humans hold the power alone to command, control, and launch nuclear weapons. Not robots, said Markey. We need to keep humans in the loop on making life or death decisions to use deadly force, especially for our most dangerous weapons. And that is the end of this article. It's good to see at least one of the hundreds and hundreds of potentially catastrophic effects of implementing AI on a grand scale is at least being addressed. I mean, this is just one thing, but it's a pretty big thing. I mean, the launching of nuclear weapons is pretty substantial as far as a threat to humanity. But it's only one. But hopefully this shows that some people in leadership are moving in the right direction to try to mitigate this threat, and that they can see and that they understand the potential threat that AI poses towards humanity at large. I know we've done a lot of different episodes of Staring about AI. This is a very serious topic, and this is something that we've been warning about for years, and it's so good to see some efforts being taken to hopefully stop the catastrophic thing that could be coming. I mean, you've got Elon Musk out there talking about it. You've got different people in Congress now talking about it and actually passing legislation. Another thing that needs to happen is the rest of the world needs to fall in line as well. I mean, it's great that we're doing it here in the United States, but if every other nation in the world uses AI for their nuclear weapons, it's not going to matter because their AI could just launch, and then we'd have to launch back. I mean, that's just the way it would work out. So it's a good first step. It makes me optimistic that hopefully they see the threat and they're trying to address it. That's what I think. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. And as always, it's up to you to make up your own minds. And I appreciate you for hanging out with me. Until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.